Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a lens that has just really blown me away over the past few months that I've had it. I think I've had it about 7 months now, and it's the Mitakon 65mm 1.4 for the GFX system. This is a medium format camera, and this is a medium format lens. If you try to use 35mm lenses such as an FD lens for the GFX, it gives vignetting to it because it can't cover the full sensor. This is made for this camera, so it does cover the full sensor, which is really nice. Although you do run into a little vignetting, I think that's pretty normal considering you're shooting at a 1.4, or technically speaking, this is a 50mm 1.1 on a 35mm. So that's just something that you have to expect. The vignetting is not bad though. It's pretty pleasant, honestly, and if you don't like it, you can fix it in post. I don't really fix it. I kind of like the look of it. Gives you that vintage look, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Some of the pros of this lens is the image quality itself with the characteristics, so it's a nice mix. The image quality is sharp if you nail focus. That's the hardest part, but my subjects are usually standing still. They're portraits. I'm not shooting street photography with this lens, so that's not really what I bought it for. I think that the image quality is just superb, and the characteristics that you get out of it are incredible. I'm such a fan of lens flare that this just blew me away as soon as I picked it up, and I've hardly taken it off this camera. I use the 45mm 2.8 a lot. It's nice to have autofocus sometimes, but yeah, the characteristics on this just blow me away every time I use it. It's pretty incredible. Funny thing is that I also shoot video with it on a tripod, so I've shot a few videos with this, and the image quality is actually spectacular. I use classic neg film simulation on it, and it looks so good. It's just fun, man. The look of this medium format lens is just incredible. The aesthetic of this lens is really nice because it fits this camera so well. It looks like it belongs on it, and it feels like it belongs on it. It's very heavy and it's very large, and I feel like if you're looking at this camera and you go to pick it up, it's as heavy as you think it's gonna be, which is kind of cool. The focus throw on this lens is just really nice. It's super long, which is a good thing, so you can get micro adjustments, and it helps you focus so much faster. And when you're shooting at a technical 1.0 at 50mm, it's very tough to do manually. So the focus throw is really great on this lens. Some of the cons are obviously it is a manual focus lens, which is okay by me because I went from the medium format film to the medium format digital, and that doesn't bother me at all because I just wanted to replace it by using something that I could get my images back quicker with. So that's another thing, is that it is slow, and that's just something that you have to deal with if you're going to get this lens. And the vignetting, obviously, if you don't like vignetting at all, you're not gonna like this setup. It's really not that noticeable, but I have to give a con to it because it is there. It's just not the worst vignetting at all by any means that I've ever seen. It's like I said before, it's pleasant to me, but you may not like the vignetting. The actual size and weight can also be a con, because if you're carrying this around on a wedding day, I feel really bad for your back because you're going to need to see a chiropractor, and this lens is going to get a lot more expensive very quickly for you. It's very heavy. Yeah, it's a monster of a lens. I mean, there's a ton of glass in there. So that's the pros and cons from me. Overall, I really enjoy using this lens. I've shot some of my favorite portraits this year and last year with this lens, and I just love how well they come out, and paired with the GFX too, the dynamic range and how much is retained in the highlights and shadows with this pairing, it's really cool. And I just wanted to make a video about why I like this lens so much. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and these images, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.